I have a problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having, now, can we do it? I don't know. And the ballroom, I don't give a I really don't give a I was reading it. This shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a building, I think.
The recent insights shared by Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly about why traditionally blue states are leaning red caught me completely off guard. Honestly, I never thought I'd witness this shift, yet here we are. As these two experienced political commentators break down the bold nature of today's liberals, it's worth listening carefully. Let's jump right into it.
A new missile defense system called the Golden Dome. Ah, yes, I read about this. That could cost hundreds of billions of dollars. Is that a good use of money?
Well, I mean, look, he's building, he wants to build an arch on the mall. You know, he's building a place he can dance at the White House and do the YMCA. He's going to do that there. And he wants to build a dome. I mean,
you got to protect the dance hall.
True. By the way, I'm very excited. I'm very excited with, you know, when the Democrats take the White House in 28, when we have the ballroom, you know, the Pride Month in February is going to be great in that ballroom.
Democrat Jared Moskowitz even poked fun at it, noting, the comment sparked laughter on social media. Bill Maher, on the other hand, wasn't entertained. His sharp comeback made the critics look completely out of touch. Maher argued that the backlash says more about the Democrats' obsession with Trump than anything about the ballroom itself. His words capture the growing frustration among moderates tired of constant partisan overreactions. Check out Maher's fiery reply. It's classic him. Clever, cutting, and unapologetically honest.
Problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having, now, can we do it? I don't know. You know, I read, you know, he says it'll take 3 years and 180 billion, and they say, well, that's it is going to take, whatever it is. Of course, everything is over scheduled and it never comes in on time or on budget.
Maher didn't hold back in criticizing the DNC for what he sees as a deep-seated hostility toward anything outside their circle. Even initiatives that could clearly benefit the country, he argued, often get dismissed by Democrats. According to Maher, ideas are rejected outright, not on their merits, but simply because he proposed them. He then turned to the supposed ballroom controversy shown in the following video, and the tension was palpable. His response went beyond mere mockery. It highlighted just how far political passion has driven some people from basic common sense.
To me, a worthy thing. And the ballroom, I don't give a I really don't give a I was reading it. It shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a building, I think. Also, like, I realized after reading other people, we don't have a place when they have state dinners. They're doing it in a tent. This is America. So do I give a that he's doing this to the White House? I really don't.
Well, look, he raised the money private.
This is where things get really intriguing. The White House's massive event tents come with a hefty price tag. For instance, renting a temporary tent for a major event during Obama's presidency reportedly cost well over $1 million, and that's just for a single night. But creating something permanent like a ballroom that could be used for years without repeated setup or rental cost is far more practical. It's elegant, functional, and ultimately saves taxpayers money. Yet, as expected, the DNC seems to reject this logic. They appear ready to oppose an idea simply because it's associated with Trump, rather than understanding the practical reasoning behind it. Maher was making this point clear, even when a proposal is clearly more efficient and beneficial for future administrations, Democrats often refuse to acknowledge it if Trump is involved.
Raise the money privately.
Yeah, and it's private money.
You know, and if Newsom wants to knock it down when he's president, then he can knock it down, right?
Save your ire for the things that matter.
That's right.
You
But
know,
they don't
these
know
people-
what matters.
Well,
Well, you know as well as I
I don't get it.
do that the media is not in the business any longer of reporting what matters. It's not. They make their money either hating or loving Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's where the cash register is. What matters doesn't matter to them.
Okay.
You know.
O'Reilly makes a strong point. Facts no longer seem to carry much weight in the media. Instead, the focus is on outrage, ratings, and clicks. He argues that many outlets have abandoned straightforward reporting. There's little compromise, no nuance, and minimal effort to uncover the full truth. Rather than taking the time to research, verify, or report accurately news that promises higher engagement and ad revenue spreads instantly. Feelings have replaced facts, and the truth often takes a backseat to traffic. According to O'Reilly, this cycle has left many Americans skeptical of mainstream media. With journalism shifting from informing the public to stirring emotions, today's media thrives more on division than on facts.
Think that Mamdani's election will lead more financial organizations to leave New York City for Wall Street South in Florida. Tell me, I've read that term just recently, Wall Street South, Florida. This is your state. What is that?
A lot of Wall Street guys have moved to Palm Beach. It's been happening really since COVID. It's accelerated with increases in taxes. It's not just out of New York. It's New Jersey, Connecticut, it's Chicago, it's California.
So they're fleeing high tax blue states for
Look,
Florida. And
this is the luckiest guy in the world that Mamdani got elected because his district is going to explode. My house, I live 8 miles outside of Queens, has gone up 20% in value since Mamdani announced. Okay?
Because
people aren't going to pay the punishing taxes. New York is the highest tax state in the union.
But you said your house value's gone up.
Yeah, because they're moving to Nassau County.
Oh, they're moving out of the city.
Out of the city, and they can still take the train back in the city and not pay the millionaire.
Now that Manny is officially in office, it's time to move past the endless speculation and see what he actually accomplishes. All the predictions, debates, and theories are now outdated. His decisions and actions will speak louder than any promises made during the campaign. If Manny governs wisely, respects core democratic values, and earns genuine public trust, the DNC could be in a much stronger position heading into the 2028 elections. Beyond shaping his own political future, his performance could redefine the Democratic Party's narrative. Over the coming months, it will become clear whether Manny becomes a unifying presence in American politics or simply another polarizing figure.
People don't understand is he can't raise the taxes unless the state okays it, and the state is not going to okay it. So this is just smoke and mirrors. And the younger people who voted for him, they don't understand that. They don't know what seizing the means of production is, but Ken Griffin does. He's the big Wall Street titan. He knows what it is, and that's why he's down in Palm Beach.
We'll see if they move. I mean, you saw Bill.
They're going to move.
Well, look,
they're already moving.
Hold on, Bill Ackman.
No, they're not.
Hold on.
People say they're going to move all the time after elections. They don't do it.
Bill Ackman said he was going to move.
You know how many people moved out of New York City in the last 3 years? 600,000.
O'Reilly argues that Manny's election as mayor could be directly linked to the recent wave of people leaving New York. And honestly, he might have a point. If Manny follows through on some of his bold campaign promises, like raising taxes on billionaires or taking control of manufacturing to redistribute wealth, it could trigger an exodus similar to what happened in California under Gavin Newsom. When wealthy residents and businesses feel targeted, they often pack up and move to states with lighter regulations and friendlier tax policies. O'Reilly warns that this kind of economic flight could destabilize New York's financial system, leading to fewer jobs, reduced tax revenue, and an even larger divide between city leaders and everyday citizens. If Manny's progressive agenda isn't managed carefully, what starts as an ambitious experiment could turn into a full-blown financial crisis for the city.
People move in America, and you're right.
No, but they're not moving because they want a better view. They like to keep more of their money that they earn.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, Florida is a really good case study. So when DeSantis became governor, there were 250,000 more registered Democrats in Florida when he became governor 8 years ago. Now there's 1.4 million more registered Republicans in Florida. That's all migration from COVID and re-registration from COVID, 100%. Right. So it absolutely is happening. Whether they will abandon New York in droves, I mean, Bill Ackman's a really good example. He said he was going to leave, right? He's been going after Mamdani. He spent a lot of money on him. And then the day Mamdani won, he said, I'm willing to talk and sit down and work with you. That doesn't sound like he's packing his bags.
Well, it's not everybody, but look, if you're a person in New York City earning $150,000, okay, that's a lot of money for most people in the United States. That's nothing in New York City. $150K doesn't get you very much. Right. It gets you in and out.
And that's the reality of the situation. The real concern is that Manny's leadership could make things worse, especially with the new taxes he plans to implement. The current system is no longer a safeguard. Let's be honest. Since the outbreak nearly 5 years ago, few have given up on their families or businesses, but economic pressures are now driving people away. Thousands of Californians, along with major companies, have already moved to states like Texas and Florida to escape high taxes, heavy regulations, and endless bureaucracy. O'Reilly's warning seems credible. New York could be heading down the same dangerous path. If the city makes it harder for businesses to grow and for workers to hold on to their jobs, it may face a financial and economic crisis similar to what California experienced. Which state do you think Bill Maher should choose if he decides to leave California? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Maher has often pointed out that California's tax burden has become overwhelming. He frequently highlights the extremely high marginal tax rates, leaving many to question what they're actually getting in return. On top of that, he's long voiced frustration with the state's massive bureaucracy. According to Maher, the red tape is real and often makes even simple tasks unnecessarily complicated. Examples include complex regulations affecting everything from construction to business operations and long delays for permits. His potential move isn't just about chasing sunshine or scenic views, it's about finding a place where he can live and work without being bogged down by excessive taxes and bureaucracy. So, where do you think he should go?
Working people at a certain level are going to say, I'm going to the congressman's state because there's no state tax there. There's no local tax there. I get to keep more of my money. This isn't complicated.
Well, I I've looked at moving because I'd like to keep more of my money too. And
where should Maher move?
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not moving anywhere.
No?
No.
Not going to stay?
And the taxes here are ridiculous, but it's still Southern California.
Right.
Okay. I think Vance or Rubio has a better chance at winning in 2028. Well, they got to wrestle the nomination away from Trump, which is probably not going to happen. Well, I mean, who knows?
You know, it's a totally different country.
What?
In 2028 than it is now. Totally different country next year. These nitwits on television go, oh, this is a harbinger of the midterms. Do you know how many things are going to change in the next 12 months?
Democrats are going to the midterms for the same reason they this week. Democrats are going to wipe.
Depends. It depends. It depends if the prices come down.
Well, it's not just the prices.
Oh,
it's just,
that's the big one.
It's the perception that the people who get into power are always drunk with power. This administration's also just drunk.
At times, it feels like Maher is sounding the alarm as if the outcome is already certain. But O'Reilly offers a more measured perspective. He reminds us that political landscapes are always shifting, and a lot can change within a year or two. Early predictions are often unreliable, especially when it comes to forecasting elections or assessing the long-term impact of a figure like after just a single year in office. History has shown us that momentum in politics can turn quickly, shaped by unexpected events, changing public opinion, and the decisions leaders make along the way. O'Reilly's message is simple but vital. Perspective and patience are key. Jumping to conclusions or focusing on hypotheticals can lead to misleading judgments. This point connects closely to Maher's critiques of the DNC and California's policies. Whether he's highlighting excessive bureaucracy, unsustainable taxes, or partisan overreactions, Maher emphasizes frustration with political systems that sometimes ignore practical solutions in favor of ideology. For example, He criticizes how Democrats often dismiss initiatives simply because they're associated with Trump, even when the proposals, like building a permanent ballroom instead of renting costly temporary tents, make financial sense and benefit the public. Similarly, O'Reilly's caution extends to New York and California, where economic pressures and policy choices have led to exoduses of businesses and residents. High taxes, heavy regulations, and endless red tape are pushing people to states like Texas and Florida, and premature conclusions about the causes or effects of leadership decisions can exaggerate fears. The takeaway is clear. While it's easy to get caught up in the drama of headlines and political rhetoric, the bigger picture requires patience, observation, and careful consideration. By stepping back and seeing how policies unfold over time, we get a clearer view of both leaders' impact and public response. So, as we wrap up today's video, remember, stay informed, stay thoughtful, and don't rush to judgment. If you enjoyed this discussion, click like and subscribe. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you again soon.